Welcome to the Maude Labs podcast, the Maude Debrief.
This is your smart girl's guide to anything branding, marketing, business, and life. Hey guys, welcome to the Maude Debrief. This is your smart girl's guide to anything branding, marketing, business, and life. So at Maude Labs, we're super interested in relationships and not just the transactional ones. We really believe in having long-term projects with long-term people because when we partner with a company, a person, a team, or even a supplier, we really believe in having a long relationship and seeing each other grow.
Today's conversation is all about client relationships. I'm Monica Dizon. I am the VP of Business Development at Maude Labs.
And I'm Victoria Herrera. I am running growth at Maude Labs.
And that's it.
That's us. That's the intro.
Okay, guys.
So let's dive in.
Full disclosure, usually when we record these podcasts, we have a little bit of a template of questions, things that we want to hit in the conversation. But for today, we decided to just go off the cuff.
We're just going to chat about relationships.
Our relationship. So, DTR. I'm kidding. Let's define. What are we, V? Okay. First question, let's dive right into it, okay? So what is your philosophy when it comes to building client relationships?
So what Monica and I do mostly in the company is we do discovery calls. So it pretty much means we talk to potential clients about our projects, our different services, and really just seeing if there is a vibe check. I think it's really important in our first meeting that our energies align because you really start to see truly what the client is about long term.
It's a vibe check.
It's
100%.
A vibe check. Wait, I really want. You always say this thing in our discovery calls. You always.
I feel like after a while, I'm like copy paste autopilot.
No, it's awesome because you're able to condense our whole deck in 10 minutes.
That's my record.
But you always say it's like a first date.
It is 100% like a first date. I think it's a little more awkward than a first date, even, I would argue, because, and from firsthand experience, we just got back from New York. I don't know when this episode's releasing, but we just came back, and I think something that we realized is that a lot of people have a hard time talking about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe talking about themselves is easier in a sense of things that you take off of a resume. Like, I went to this university, I exited a company X amount of times, I founded this, I started this, A, B, C, D. But then when you talk to them about what they're currently doing, what they're passionate about, that's when they're just kind of like, oh my gosh. It's like asking someone describe yourself.
Yeah.
And then they freeze.
Or what are you passionate about?
Right?
Your first 10 minutes of meeting
Tell me about yourself, or what is your goal? What is your biggest goal? People freeze, and it's stuff that you think should be second nature to answer. Yeah. So I feel like when we do these discovery calls, we refined the process from being, I think when we first started doing this about a year ago, our discovery deck, or when we would present, would almost take an hour.
Yeah.
And we've trimmed it down to 10 minutes is my running record.
Yes.
Hopefully I can get it down. It's like my running
very
time.
Proud of her. Yeah.
But I think what we've realized is that hour that we spend with prospective clients, we take 10 minutes, and then 50 minutes is them telling us about themselves, right? Because the discovery call should be more about us discovering them, right?
Absolutely. We don't run discovery calls where it's like the me show. It has to be truly understanding what our client needs so that we can craft the right proposal for them, because there's also a good chance that maybe we're just not the agency for them, and that's okay, right?
And that's happened, I think, more often than not. We will have discovery calls my gosh, how many discovery calls are we on in a week, V?
A lot. I don't remember.
There are definitely seasons of the year where it's back to back. It's 8, maybe in the earlier days it was every hour on the hour. We would joke when are we gonna go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Because it would be 8-9 hours straight of discovery calls. But I think that was also our journey of discovery, right? And Maude is figuring out who we were and how we wanted to present ourselves to people that we were meeting as prospective clients.
Yeah.
So like a first date.
Another good question to see is, do their goals inspire us? Because eventually when we work with a client, we want to make sure that the work also inspires our team. It's not just me and Monica here who are talking to the client. Eventually, our entire team will be working on this project, and it's really, really important that our whole team lights up and feels excited about what they're working on.
Okay, jumping back in, when we meet with clients, what do you think they're looking for nowadays?
It depends on the client, and that's something that we talked about in our journey as well. There's so many different types of buyers out there.
I was just gonna ask.
Right? There's some buyers that are maybe in their beginning stages of their entrepreneurial journey, so they're not necessarily looking for the biggest agency, but they're just looking for something more cost efficient, or a team that can just do this goal within this budget in this time frame. There's other clients that have been in the game for many years. Maybe they've had multiple businesses, stores. Maybe they've had sorry, I keep saying maybe a lot. They have,
but it's really a maybe.
But it is a maybe.
We don't know what we're getting when we meet these people, right?
It's a first date.
100%. And sometimes, like a first date, someone might be great on paper, but when you meet them, it's just like, oh no, they don't actually tick off all the boxes,
it's
right?
like awkward. But there are people that are reinventing their career, or they're more seasoned, and those are the clients that we normally attract, because what we noticed is that they're truly looking for someone to build with. And I feel like for our, like what we do, we're really looking at long-term projects because we want to be part of their success for many, many years. Also, what we notice with clients that they're really just looking for an agency that they can trust. Because at the end of the day, it really is about doing things that you committed and promised to do on time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of agencies out there that will say, yeah, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And then they'll get the project, but at the end of the day, they won't deliver what they promised. Maybe they are overbooked, maybe they accepted too many clients, maybe it was truly harder than what they thought. We don't know, right? But in terms of how we work, we really want to manage our clients' expectations as much as possible, because we believe that any hiccup in communication, any time delay could truly affect their trust when it's working with us.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing a PSA, and that's Maude Labs.
Okay, let's talk about client relationships. And Maude Labs has only been around for a year, but I feel like a lot of the people we've worked with have been with us from the beginning through the duration of the year. So maybe we can talk a little bit about maybe a person or a client that's been with us for a bit.
Who do you want to talk about?
I think, can we name names?
Yeah.
Giselle.
Yeah, Giselle.
Yeah, I love her. She's
right.
one of your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Giselle Tabambang Mercado, shout out to you. Who is currently living in New York. She is someone that's been on the Maude journey for many, many projects, right? Not only does she refer clients to us for brand books, websites, but we also did her website, so you guys can check that out. And she also got us to do PR for Developer Camp, which was another event she was doing. So that's an example of just someone who is with us on the journey for different types of projects. And she was also there in our New York Tech Week activation. So she came just to come through and support.
And the crash. She was there as also like emotional, moral support for all of us as a team, dealing with jet lag and with so many different
emotions.
Tired, stress, all of that. So, having this personal relationship with clients, I think is so important. And I say this too during our calls. It's more than just a business relationship that we're forging with our clients. It's really a collaboration. It's really finding that synergy, because it is deeply personal when we are handling people's personal brands, right? We're not dealing with, the brand of like a soda company, or like, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be
Any
great.
soda companies come through. But, when we're dealing with someone's story, everything that they've been through, career changes, it's so deeply personal. So we do handle things with care and deal with things, I think, on a very, very, very deep personal level.
So I think, just to kind of summarize that, awesome clients become our friends.
Yeah.
Right? And
actually,
we just love hanging out with them or talking to them and catching up. And there's so much excitement when we see each other. Another awesome client of ours who I know you love so much.
Who?
Doc Candy.
I love Doc Candy. I joke sometimes that I text her more than my boyfriend, because we are constantly we love her, because not only do we love her as a person, but we deeply believe in what she is doing, right?
Absolutely.
And I think what also the through line through all of our clients is we want to see them succeed, because we just
we believe in them.
Yeah, the vision.
You guys should see Monica. Her eyes light up like it's Christmas. And then when she sees Doc Candy, they start speaking in this new language of health and peptides and everything that,
supplements.
I can't understand anymore because it's so technical, but you're like a kid at Christmas who's just like,
oh, she's like my Santa Claus.
Yeah, she's like Santa Claus. So like that, the clients that we talk about that genuinely bring joy to our hearts, we find that, like, isn't that what life is about, right?
Yeah.
I know this is work, but most of our time we are spent working. And it's really important that when we work with clients, and equally, we want to make sure they also enjoy our company, because we will be spending a lot of time together.
Yeah. Okay, so what's a mistake that we've made with a client?
So many. So many.
And how has it changed the way we do business? I feel like every day there is a mistake. I mean, we have other team members in the room with us today, but like I feel like there will never, ever, ever be an event, a brand book, anything that will happen perfectly and smoothly from start to finish.
What else?
I think, okay, so an example of a mistake that we've made, and I think that this comes with any startup, is believing in a partnership wholeheartedly where it might not be reciprocated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I think that there are instances where we feel like our kindness is taken for weakness. And that people, I'm not saying that this is also done intentionally or with malice. I mean, at the end of the day, people have different experiences, different perspectives. But I think what we've learned to protect ourselves and to protect the other person is to have everything down in writing.
Absolutely.
Contracts.
I think that is something that we're always learning in every single project. Document everything on email, not just on WhatsApp, not just in your AI note taker, but really document everything to make sure that expectations are clear on both. Truly document everything to make sure that expectations are managed on both sides.
Yeah, 100%. Just keep things clean, right? Black and white. Okay, how do we handle difficult conversations with clients?
Well, I send in Monica because she is, I know, truly, right? Because Monica's really good with calming people down and managing difficult conversations. I think it's a personality skill. It's not necessarily like a formula, it's also an energy. And I think, again, when things are happening really fast, when you want to calm down a situation, it's really important that they understand that there was no ill intention, and where you're coming from, what happened, what could be improved in the moving forward. And really just having that sense of accountability, because it's normal. Like, everyone makes mistakes. There are hiccups and different things. But if we own it, then, you know, we just improve later on.
So one of my, I think the reason why I have, like, I know you and I had a difficult conversation with someone recently, where it was me and V and someone. And you joked that I was bad cop because I had to say all of like the difficult things. But, you know, one of my very first jobs was working front desk at a boutique fitness studio. And you're dealing with people like, you know, bitchy titas and like people who want like a refunds for stuff, and you have to say no. And two things that I've learned in that job is, number one, taking ownership. Like you said, accountability, owning up to whatever the mistake was. And number two is you have to make people believe that you are on their side.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to make them feel seen and recognized, right? Oh my God, I sound like you.
No, but it's true.
Yeah,
because, like,
so even when you're having that difficult conversation and you're explaining maybe whatever you know, my side or whatever side there may be, you have to make it out like you're not against them.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, fair. Everyone has their experience of a situation, so we're just here to hear it out and clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's personal, it's all business.
Yes.
Okay, so what role does communication play in client retention? Oh, everything.
Everything. We want to work with people again, and I think that's something that not everyone looks at. They're looking at the quick buck, the quick dollar, and what they really want is just, you know, to hit their KPIs. So yes, we want to hit our KPIs, but what's really important is a repeat customer for us.
And I think in communication, like we said earlier, our business, especially, I think in any business too, they're all just, you're working on relationships, right? And what's integral to every relationship is communication. You just have to be able to clean, like we just said, contracts, clean things up, make sure everything is clear. So I think that's just like...
I think what's really awesome that what we do, I think I'm going off topic already,
Go.
and I love that the team does this. When we have our initial kickoff call with a client, we actually show them the whole timeline of every single milestone of that project, and then we send them Google invites already. So everything is so clear.
Vicky is the queen of Google invites.
Very proud of that culture at the moment, because when we're putting ourselves in the shoes of the client, they're always going to ask, when will it be ready? When will it be ready? When can I get my brand book? When will my website be ready? And it's really important to show them the different areas of progress so they feel that, so they truly understand that, everything is monitored, there's trust here. I can trust that this team will deliver everything on time.
It sets expectations, right? For everybody, so that they know if we're lagging behind, if we're ahead of schedule, then they can appreciate that maybe Merritt's working double time.
Yeah.
You know? Shout out to Merritt.
Shout out to Merritt.
She's behind the camera.
But that's not necessarily like something we're documenting in an email saying, we will be sending you all of this. Just sending a Google invite is communication.
Yep.
Right? It's just like, hey, this is it. This is your forecast. You can trust us with this timetable for your company.
And let's be real. Most of our clients don't read every single email we send.
Yeah, that's true.
That's also something.
Yeah.
So making sure that there are markers in place, like sending a Google invite that's outside of an email, ensures that there are, parameters and boundaries, and checkpoints.
Ooh, boundaries. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
That's a question that I saw that there.
Let's go straight for it. Let's throw the questions out the window.
How do we manage boundaries with clients, and how do we deal with our people pleasing?
I think that this is something that we have gotten better with.
Yeah.
I think that everybody on the team has different thresholds, for sure. We all have different ways that we like to set our boundaries. You and I are very different. Tin is very different. Our team, too. I think that now we're still in the phase where we're trying to find something universal for the whole team, right? What do you think?
I think in our very first few months, we would do anything just to get the client. And it backfired on us because we started onboarding I can't even say that because it's in our... Okay, hold on. It's too much tea. It's too much tea.
So much tea. We're dropping
Now they're going to be like,
more.
wait, I was the client last year. Are they talking about me? Okay. Sorry. So I think in our first few months of working in the company, we definitely would try to customize everything just to get the client. And actually it didn't work in the bigger scheme of things because we overboarded the team with too many tasks. And at the end of the day, everyone is just overwhelmed. And one of the things that we're also learning is if we truly don't see us executing this task to the best of our ability, we will just say no. So there have been clients that we've declined. It's a great project, it's a great client, but because we also understand our bandwidth and the energy levels of our team, we are more confident to say no because we want to protect the reputation of our company and also our relationship with the client.
I think it's now we've built more boundaries because we've become more clear about who we want our ideal client to be, right? I think before we didn't have that, that person in mind. So we would just say yes to everything and anything, right? Just to get that book.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we were doing in the early years. But recently, and this is something that I love to talk about, actually we've never talked about it yet on the podcast, we shifted a lot of our messaging because we truly believe we're helping clients evolve. So a lot of our clients are in this turning point of their lives where they're trying to just refine, elevate, or evolve their reputation. So when we understood our own identity as Maude Labs and truly what our strengths are, we started to attract just the right clients that were on that journey with us.
Yeah, the forward trajectory.
I was buffering there.
So how do we stay top of mind with clients after the project or the contract ends? I think, again, it boils back to relationships, right? It's maintaining that dialogue. I think, like with Dr. Candy, she started off with us as someone whose brands would just pop up at our events, right?
Yeah.
Like she wasn't, maybe her and her team weren't at the point yet to engage our services, but they were like, look, we love what you guys are doing. For your events, will pop up, right? So it's creating different opportunities, keeping them invited to our events, keeping them in the loop, and just maintaining a genuine, I think, interaction is so important, right? I think a lot of people can sniff out when things aren't sincere, especially nowadays, right? It's like, are you networking to network because you want to get ahead, or is it because you genuinely want to create a connection with someone, right?
Yeah. I think when we're definitely talking to our clients and we're aligned on our brand values, they really just see that we're consistent with our messaging on social media, on our newsletters, everything we say is aligned. What's really important is that we also keep them in the loop of what we are about to create. So there's so many new projects and products that we actually haven't launched yet. We have new things coming up this year. We have new things next year as well, and super cool.
Stay tuned.
Super cool things. I think right now people are really seeing the growth of our retreats in this market and really showing our clients that we're not a, what's the word, like one trick pony?
Yeah.
Is that, yeah. So we're not just there for like one retreat and then you'll see us in 5 years. We are consistent with our events. We're consistent with what we're putting out. We're consistent with a podcast. So it's really important that we show them consistency in our messaging, even though they don't always talk to us all the time, but they can trust that we are consistent no matter what.
Or I think that the mod universe now,
The mod universe.
There's so many things that people can engage us through, whether it's the, like, again, I keep using Dog Tree, my favorite, Dog Candy as an example, but, you know, her brand popped up at our event. They turned into a PR client. She's come on the podcast. She's attended our other events. So there are different ways to engage with us, right? So it's not just offering one thing. Like you said, we're not a one-trick pony, but offering a diverse list of services and experiences that they can engage us through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, final question. And I think this will summarize, the whole day. If someone wanted to build a business primarily through relationships rather than ads, where would we tell them to start?
I would say start with your personal network first.
100%.
Yes. A lot of people, I mean, there's such a great advantage with a warm lead.
Yep.
Because there already is trust. Maybe they know you from college. Maybe they know your family. What's great in our culture is that we know a lot of people through our family.
Yeah, the Filipino culture, right? It's pakisama. It's like, you know, oh, I know your cousin. I know your mom. I know your sister. Like,
Or like I, went to school with someone's, cousin's friend. Everything's connected here.
Or I know your husband's cousin's sister was my classmate.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Of course, you're tapping your personal network. But I think also sometimes going out of your comfort zone a little bit, and maybe it's going to that networking event.
Yeah.
Maybe it's attend the next mod method. Maybe it's reaching out to someone through DM. I think, we talk about this too in our earlier episodes, but a lot of what's in our culture is like hiya.
Yeah.
And I think it's getting over that hiya of like maybe sending someone a DM. You're excellent at that, like sending someone a message, like an intro.
I went through so many years when I lived overseas of knowing no one and having no warm connections that I truly had to get out of that shell and just be like, if they say no, then they say no, but I have to move on. And
you never know if you don't ask, right?
Yeah. So here, I would say do warm connections, but definitely get out of your shell and take that risk to talk to a stranger. Send the DM. Monica sent a lot of DMs for our sponsors in our previous events. I know
sliding into people's DMs.
Yeah, Monica is sliding into DMs. And honestly, sometimes it's just a cold email, but we send them our proof of concept for what we've done in the company, just so that, maybe they don't know us, but maybe they know our client. Maybe they know someone who's attended our event and their photos on our website. So we try to bridge that gap as much as possible to make us be known to them and to be trusted even before we get on the discovery call.
To learn more about Maude Labs and everything that we do, check us out at maudlabs.com.